He broke my heart, mate. He dead set broke my heart. John Cena broke my heart. He destroyed me. He just cut me up. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another banger. Now, today is a special day. I'm joined by the one and only Marcus, aka MFPF36, the one and only, the WWE superstar himself. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. Thanks for having me. I'm glad
no
to be here.
worries at all. Now, today what we're doing is we're going to be ranking the best wrestlers of all time. We're going to put them in our tier list and we are going to be ranking them. Now, I thought I would invite Marcus over to the channel because he is, as I said, the WWE superstar himself. His channel is WWE related. He loves WWE. So do I. I don't watch it as much anymore. Used to love it and froth it. You love it now, don't you?
Yeah, I'll guide you through all of this and help you with all the wrestlers and all the back knowledge for all
Beautiful.
this.
Now, I know most of these wrestlers are in the tier list. You might have to help me with a couple, but I'm sure we will get an accurate ranking of our WWE superstars.
I'll try not to throw any personal bias in there, but I'm not being hopeful here.
Alrighty, mate. Starting off, we got, that's The Rock, isn't it?
Yep, Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne
I think
The
this
Rock.
I think this is a pretty standard one for me. The guy's a GOAT. I mean,
I couldn't agree more.
He has to be the GOAT. He's the biggest sports entertainer in WWE, the biggest star I think WWE has ever created. So you're gonna put him up there. There's
Beautiful.
no question there.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. He is a absolute legend, and he's got some good acting skills, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. I mean, he's just taken the entertainment world by storm.
And how's that eyebrow raise? Can you give us one of them? Or
No, I've heard a story actually. I heard a story about someone like getting an injury from that, like a permanent injury. So I've just steered clear from ever doing that. I don't want to go near that, so I'll just let other people do it.
Alrighty, the goat's there. Now we've got the Hardy. Is this Matt or Jeff?
That is Jeff Hardy.
Jeff, I remember
I would
him.
say the more popular brother out of the two, definitely
yeah.
for the younger kids. So he's a bit interesting. I would probably say, as overall as a wrestler, he has to be. He's going to be a legend. I have to put him in the legends. Yeah, I think. Yeah, there's tag team wrestler, world champion. He's going to be a bona fide Hall of Famer in the future. So there's legend just has to be there in that spot.
I would probably agree. Like I would have put him between solid and legend.
Oh yeah. So if you. Your opinion matters as well. I'm just throwing my opinion.
No, I think he is a legend. I think he is a legend. Next, we've got the one and only, and my favourite wrestler of all time, Triple H. Where do you think he belongs?
Triple H is a tough one for me. I feel like he was, at the time where he was at his peak, he got kind of bogged down a little bit by The Rock and Stone Cold and Undertaker, as just to name a few.
Yep.
But, I mean, come on. I think it's Triple H. Like, he can't. We can't put him anywhere else except for like near top two for sure. Like,
yeah, I agree.
I'll let you take this one. You said he was your favourite.
He's my favourite, so I'm putting him in the GOAT. Some people might disagree, but because he was my favourite growing up, he deserves to be in the GOAT for me. Kurt Angle, yeah?
Yeah, Kurt Angle. Damn, what a wrestler. Sorry, I've just been taken aback by Kurt Angle just to have a good look at him. He's just a guy, I think, he's just a guy that could just do it all, like legit. Like he was able to make fun of himself and also put on a 5-star match. So, and also like comparing with The Rock and Triple H, he has to be up there between legend and GOAT for me. Like, I know as weird as it sounds,
Yeah, I reckon legend. For me, he's not in the GOAT status, but I would put him in the legend.
We can put him in legend. Yeah, right. I'm happy with that. The Celtic Warrior himself, Sheamus. I think Sheamus is the definition of solid.
Yeah, for sure.
He's either on the cusp of average or solid. He's just there, and he's consistent. You can rely on him. Yeah, that's Sheamus right there.
Yeah, he does need a tan though, don't you think?
He does, yes.
I almost need sunglasses to look at him.
I don't think actually he could tan. I think he tried it, and I don't think it worked.
Yeah, he's turned red. Oh, now Hulk Hogan.
Him as a person, I'll probably put in trash, but going against him as a wrestler and the legacy he's left behind, he has to be up there with probably GOAT or legend. I mean, without him, there's no WWE.
Yeah, AJ Styles, the That's an interesting looking image he's got.
Yeah, I don't know what the image they've got for him, but he's probably, I think, hands down one of the best wrestlers in the last few years, maybe the last 10 years, I reckon.
I don't know him too well because I sort of moved away from WWE at that point, the last sort of few years.
Yeah, so
but I have definitely heard of him and know he's massive.
He came in a few years ago, coming off like a massive run in Japan. He was like king of Japan at that time. Came to WWE, feuded with the likes of John Cena and Dean Ambrose, stuff like that. I think he has to be up there with legend. Like at the moment, he just can't do anything wrong. I think he has to be legend. I know as weird as it sounds, like he's legend in the legend. Yep.
Now we've got. Is this Gollum? Looks like
this
Gollum,
is Bray Wyatt.
Never heard of him in my life.
Bray Wyatt's such an interesting case. I feel like it's just untapped potential with him. Do I like him more than Sheamus? I personally would say yes. The legacy he leaves behind, for me, he's the biggest what if. And I don't know.
Going average or solid? Average?
I feel weird putting him in average, but I guess we have to put him in average. We can probably change the list later on.
Yeah, we can.
But I think average for the time being. As much as I hated doing that, but we'll leave him in average for the time being.
Brock Lesnar. Now, this bloke can't make up his mind whether he's a WWE wrestler or a UFC contender.
Yes. Brock Lesnar. Jeez, wow. Brock Lesnar is a star in both in UFC and WWE. He's just money wherever he goes, so I think he has to be legend.
Yeah, I agree.
Greatest of all time? No, legend. I think we're going to have a very legend-based list at the looking at this.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like he did very minimal in UFC, but was for some reason he was remembered like a lot, and everyone knew him being in the UFC. Like everyone knew the name Brock Lesnar.
He's massive as well. He's just absolutely solid.
And these days now, you start to see him slowly bring in a bit of comedy and a bit of character to himself, which is very needed in WWE. So I think legend's good. I don't think I'd put him any lower than that. I don't think I could see him as solid.
Chris Jericho. Where are we putting Chris Jericho? For me, solid comes to mind.
GOAT seems to be screaming to me, only based on the fact that he was only like one of the few people to be able to talk back to back with The Rock and not be like terrible at it. Like he just was able to be charismatic in against The Rock, and The Rock's one of the most charismatic people of all time. And Chris Jericho as himself was able just to evolve all the time. Like with any decade he was in, he was just able to grab the fans. But you saying him solid, I'm happy to put him in the very populated category in legend.
Meet halfway. That's fair enough. Yeah, but again, another bloke who can't make up his mind. CM Punk. Why can't a couple of these blokes make up their mind? Well, they're unbelievable. Just pick a sport and stick to it, mate.
Exactly. CM Punk. Now, CM Punk's one of my favorites, probably of all time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Again, for me, I would put him in solid, but if you want to go legend or GOAT, that's up to you. What do you reckon?
I'm happy to put him in solid just based on who I'm looking at the other two, the other list.
All right.
Yeah, probably, I would put him higher than Sheamus, but based on this list, he's solid. Like CM Punk as a whole.
Daniel Bryan, or what's his other's name?
Bryan Danielson, so he goes by two names.
Yeah, what? Why?
So he was Daniel Bryan in WWE, and then he left WWE at the start of the year and is now going by Bryan Danielson. The embodiment of the underdog, 5'8", big beard, long hair, looks nothing like The Rock, but was pushed by the crowd to become the next major star. The impact legacy he has, probably solid with CM Punk. They're just solid superstars. I can't really say much about them.
No, I think
great
I
wrestlers.
would agree. The Batista bomb.
Drax himself from Marvel.
Yeah, he plays such a good part, doesn't he?
He does. It feels weird now thinking of him as anything else apart from an actor now. Cause,
I know.
He had a very short tenure in wrestling, like when he was at his peak. He's a Hall of Famer, so I can't really deny that. We'll put him in legend. There is a few legends here.
There are.
So Batista, I will be happy to put in the legend category. Okay. He goes by the nickname Mexican's greatest export, Alberto Del Rio.
Hey, Alberto.
I'm putting him in trash or not a wrestler. I do not like Alberto Del Rio. He's probably the worst. Put him in trash. He's a decent wrestler, but as a person, you just don't like him. I can't deal with Alberto Del Rio. Put him. If he wasn't on this list, it would be a better list. That's what I'm saying.
Fair enough. The Edge. Oh,
okay.
The Edge.
Edge, yes. got to be a legend or a goat. I can't really say
Yep.
anything about it. Wherever you want to put him, let's saying legend or goat.
I'm going to say legend, yeah. This is going to be a very...
Based on his credentials alone, probably looks a lot better than anyone else on this list, but obviously with the legacy of other superstars on this list, he's probably stuck with the legend, which is nothing bad with that. Kofi Kingston, he's probably bang average.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
Yeah,
he's good.
I was agreeing with that, mate. I'm agreeing with that.
Very good last few years. I mean, he's a former WWE champion, but yeah, he's pretty average. Like nothing legacy left behind. Probably eventually when he retires, but right now I'm happy keeping him average.
Yeah, average. Eddie Guerrero, the 39-year-old he was when he passed away.
Yeah, Eddie Guerrero, 39, passed away. Former WWE champion, Hall of Famer.
Sad story.
Very sad actually. The impact he left behind is just instrumental to most superstars actually in WWE would say Eddie Guerrero is their favorite goat or legend for me.
Yeah, straight to goat, mate. Straight to goat.
Straight to goat.
Rey Mysterio.
See, Rey Mysterio for me, I would personally say is legend or probably solid.
Yep.
But for me, the impact he has on most people who don't watch wrestling still know who Rey Mysterio is. I mean, that kind of answers itself, I reckon.
Yep, agree. Oh, you reckon the GOAT?
Yeah.
Yeah?
GOAT or legend, I'm happy. I think just the impact he's had.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And I love 619.
Yeah, 619 is the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Still doing it to this day.
Is he still wrestling?
Yeah, he's wrestling with his son now. It's quite weird, but...
What?
I mean, yeah, his son's wrestling now with him.
JBL. Now, this guy just annoyed me, personally.
Yeah.
This guy really, really annoyed me. Like,
yeah, he's the embodiment of just like a bad person. Like,
yeah.
He's just annoying. You just didn't like him when he was on screen.
Nah.
I'm going overrated or trash.
I'm putting him in... No, because he was pretty big, wasn't he? People loved him.
He was, at the time, he was all they had. If someone else wasn't there...
We'll go trash.
He was probably
Sorry,
trash.
bud.
Jinder Mahal.
Never heard of him in my life.
Yeah, I think he was WWE champion back in 2017.
Wow.
Pretty much that's all he's done. He's been probably in catering for the last few years now, not gonna lie. Sits backstage, just not doing much. Doesn't get TV time.
Probably on a couple mil anyway, just to do nothing.
Yeah, for sure. I reckon overrated.
I can't comment on this guy.
I'm going overrated or not or trash. Like I don't think he's even rated, so I don't think he can even be overrated.
Okay, we'll go trash.
We'll go trash.
Now, you can't see me, John Cena. Now, you know the story of me with John Cena, don't you?
I think we both have a story with John Cena.
We actually do. All right, so I am in London back in, I think it was 2019. I'm going for a walk with my mate, and this bloke comes out of the hotel. And I see this guy, I sort of look at him and go, wow, that guy's massive. I'm like, that guy sort of looks like John Cena. And as I sort of walk and get closer and closer, I go, hang on, that is John Cena. And I go, John Cena? Mate, I am a huge fan. I love you. Can I get a photo? He goes, nah, sorry, mate. And then got in a limo and left. To this day, I'm personally cut that he denied me. Growing up, he was probably my second favorite wrestler with under Triple H. Like, I loved him and what he stood for and everything about him. But when he turned me down from just a simple photo, that broke my heart. Like, dead set broke my heart. But he was one of my childhood heroes, and he destroyed me. And I know you have the same story. Go on.
Yeah, I have a similar story, but mine was a decade before yours even happened. Mine was in 2009, so I was about 11, and he was doing a TV show, and I was there. I was at the event, and I'm knew he was going to be there, so I'm waving him down. I'm with my brother. I'm like, can I have a photo? Can I have a photo? And he just walked past and gave it a wave. And like you, I was cut. I was like, I hate John Cena. And every year I went to the wrestling, I would just boo him so loud. I mean, obviously I respect him as a wrestler, but I just booed him. As weird as it sounds, we both dislike John Cena for dissing us.
Oh, so I would have put him in GOAT going back pre-2019 or whatever it was, but I can't put him in GOAT because he's not the greatest of all time because he turned me down for a photo. So he's either a legend for me.
I think he's probably the greatest of all time, not gonna lie.
Really? Oh, no.
And much as
oh, no.
I've probably healed my wounds quicker than you probably have. I obviously have long before yours did.
He broke my heart, mate. He dead set broke my heart. John Cena broke my heart. He destroyed me. He just cut me up, just tore me apart, tore my little childhood heart apart. And I feel so bad. Feel that I can't put him in the GOAT, but I think he has to.
I think he has to, but I feel like obviously I'm a bit more like recovered from it. Like my heart's been mended by John Cena's over the years because it's been a long time. It's like 2009, but if you want to put him in legend,
no, I got to put him in GOAT.
I think he has to be GOAT. He's compared to Rock and Hogan. I mean, he's the number one guy. His nickname's the franchise for a reason.
If John Cena, on the odd occasion he watches this video, mate, would love a photo. Would love that photo.
We would love a photo. Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre. Where are we putting him?
What a story for him. I reckon solid.
Yeah.
Solid wrestler. Yeah.
Sure.
Someone who's just able to just build up a good career for himself after being turned down.
We've got The Miz. Now, I met The Miz at Southland, another guy I met.
Oh,
but
really?
I got a photo with him.
That's cool.
So he's a legend or GOAT for me.
I would say solid, but if you want to put him in legend or GOAT,
legend.
go for it.
Oh, nah. No, he gave me a photo, so he's going to go in legend column.
It's the impact and legacy he's left behind, and obviously he's left a bit before you. So.
That's right. Just because of that photo, he moved up one. Then we've got one of my favourite wrestlers of all time, Randy Orton. The Viper?
Orton. Yeah, the Viper. See, this is interesting because Randy Orton, I'm going through a history lesson here. Randy Orton was part of a training class with the likes of John Cena, Batista, Brock Lesnar, and Randy Orton himself were all in that group, all training together, and obviously all went off to WWE at the same time.
Wow.
Randy Orton's the only one still actively wrestling full-time every night. That, for me, speaks for itself of the type of legacy Randy Orton's leaving behind.
Yeah. We put him up there?
Yeah, he has to be up there.
Yeah, I love him. What was his move called again? Can't remember.
The RKO.
The RKO.
From out of nowhere, the RKO. Dude, that was such a crazy time when that meme was just... as a wrestling fan, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, what the hell is going on?
This is so funny.
Dean Ambrose. Or
Again,
John Moxley, similar to Daniel Bryan.
I can't comment on him.
Yeah, Dean Ambrose is an interesting case. I think he probably has to be solid for me.
Solid?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. I can't comment, don't know him. And next we've got another nice looking beard.
Seth Rollins. Dean Ambrose's former partner. I think Seth Rollins is solid too. He's probably going to be a Hall of Famer eventually when his career's over.
Yeah,
that's pretty much all I can say about Seth Rollins.
Solid. Now we've got
Van Dam.
Yep. Johnny.
The whole damn show.
We going GOAT or legend?
I think legend. For me, he's on par with Jeff Hardy. Like him and Jeff Hardy, like they're pretty close. I'm pretty happy to leave him there.
I agree. We've got Stone Cold Steve Austin.
So I'm interested to see where you want to put him, because I know where I want to put him.
I would probably put him personally and the impact he's given me as solid.
Solid.
But I know that he is like a legend of the WWE, so I know you're probably wanting GOAT.
Oh yeah, like there's been debates with people who aren't like wrestling fans anymore, who is like the best between Stone Cold and The Rock.
Yeah.
Like, their rivalry, like they're hand in hand. I think Stone Cold's personally a bit better than The Rock.
Yeah, see, that's why I put him in solid, because I like The Rock better than Stone Cold, so that's why I go, he's solid.
And a lot of people would say the same. I'm happy to put him wherever you want to put him.
We're going to put him in the GOAT. I know we do. That's just what we have to do, yeah? The Big Show. A Big Show, again, like prime me watching WWE, he was right up there. He's at least sort of legend area for me.
He's a legend.
Yeah?
He's a legend, but...
Right. He's got a lovely smile too.
He is a legend. We'll give him that. We'll give him legend status.
Okay. And The Undertaker. Now, again, another one of my favourites.
Man.
For me, he's probably right up there, mate.
He has to be. I think he has to be on par with the if you go back to 2000s, The Rock, Triple H, Stone Cold, Undertaker.
Oh mate, that was
hands down
prime
wrestling, highest ratings. You wonder why they had the highest ratings. Like, look at the star power they had.
It's so funny because I feel so privileged to be born in that era.
Yeah,
you know,
it's crazy.
Next, Roman Reigns. Is that how you say it? Roman
Reigns. Yep.
Good.
The Rock's cousin. The current Universal Champion. For me, oh man, this guy was one of the most hated guys a few years ago, but he really turned it around.
Yeah,
he's turned it around big time. I think At the moment, I think he has to be legend or high, if he was high solid, like in between that, like he is. But probably to put him in the solid tier based on like the impact he's had now. Like,
Okay.
10 years from now, who knows? But
Yeah, I agree. Solid's fair
he's
enough.
a star at the moment. No one's on his level. Big John Studd.
Big John Studd. Now, I don't know too much about him.
I don't know much about him either. I know he's a Royal Rumble winner.
Okay.
That's about it.
Oh, he's going straight overrated. Just the fact that he won that, he's just overrated, mate.
He's a big man. We'll leave it at that. Probably back
Overrated,
in
mate.
Star.
Yeah, he's probably like absolute
What do we
champion.
know? Bret Hart, probably one of the best wrestlers of all time, and a lot of people probably on this list as well would probably say he is their hero or their idol. So,
Is he going GOAT or
for
legend?
me personally, he's a legend. For me
Legend?
personally, I put him with Big Show type thing. Like,
Okay.
he wasn't always a favorite for me, but he was like, you have to respect him.
Who's this guy?
Can we just chuck him in overrated as well? I know who Hacksaw Jim Duggan is. All I know is he's a Royal Rumble winner as well. So,
Yeah, mate. Yeah, like that, at least they won. So if they hadn't
Yeah.
won the Royal Rumble, not a wrestler.
we personally don't know much about those two guys.
Nah.
Very minimal. I
They're
have
just
seen him live
overrated.
though wrestle, so that was quite entertaining.
Oh,
but that's
I
about
bet
it.
you would have been overrated. Then we've got. Is he still the big man? Is he still the big man of the WWE?
He is still the CEO of WWE, Vince McMahon. How do you rate Vince McMahon?
Yeah, we're going to go as a wrestler because this is WWE champions. So
Oh, wrestler, not a wrestler. He's
Yeah.
not a wrestler. As
Yeah.
simple
Yeah.
as it is.
yeah, sorry,
He has
buddy.
to be
Sorry,
no,
mate.
Sorry, Vince. Don't come and fire us. But
Now I know you love this guy. Yeah,
I did.
you did.
I did. Yeah, It sounds a bit sad, but he's just fallen off a bit for me. Shinsuke Nakamura is probably average, I reckon.
Average.
Back in 2016, I would say legend, but back in now, unfortunately, it's average.
Okay.
That sounded quite sad. So
Yeah, I
didn't
know.
want to dampen the mood. My
Mate, you
bad.
definitely did. I feel a bit sad now. I need a.
Oh, my bad. I didn't
I need
do
a
that.
coffee to pick me up again. Shawn Michaels. Now, Shawn Michaels was what was him and Triple H called?
D-Generation X.
D-Generation X. Shawn Michaels and Triple H in their prime were
Yeah.
one of my favorites, but I don't think he's on the same level as Triple H. My opinion.
That's the thing. I would probably say I'm more of a Triple H fan.
Okay.
But the impact he's had, like, I think he has to be legend. Like, but I know people would be like, he's the GOAT. Like, he is a GOAT. But let's leave him in. I think we have to leave. Oh man, this is a hard one.
Yeah, well, I will put him in GOAT. I think we have to. I think we have to.
And you're putting him next to the right man. I mean, their match is just.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the greatest match of all time.
Yes.
But
Sweet tune music.
yeah, that's it right there.
We've got Ric Flair now, mate. You're looking a bit like Ric Flair yourself right now.
Stolen and profiling as Ric Flair.
Where are we putting him? Straight up there?
Yeah, I think he has to be up there. I think, like,
Yeah.
if you look at the list of GOATs, it's pretty self-explanatory why they're up there.
Yeah, I think
In
that's
their
a
own way,
solid
they've
list.
all just they've all done it their own way. I mean, anyone from Legend and GOAT could be swapped, I reckon.
Yokozuna. Yokozuna. Is that how you say it?
Yokozuna, yep.
Yeah. Where are we putting him?
So-
I do not know him.
Another family member of the GOAT man himself, The Rock. Royal Rumble winner, Hall of Famer, WWE champion. Don't know much about him. I'm not going to say overrated. We'll say average.
Average, yeah. Sorry, mate. Now, how is he related?
Oh, somewhere along the lines of family. They're cousins somewhere.
Oh, of course,
I think
he's a
Roman
cousin.
Reigns as well. They're all intertwined. Every Samoan in WWE is related to The Rock somewhere along the line. Okay, so Lex Luger. Let's
Luger.
brush through him quickly. Pretty much the Hulk Hogan replacement that bombed. Overrated.
Overrated?
Overrated.
Overrated. Yeah, I can't comment again. Do not know him. Now we've got a couple of chicks. A couple of ladies.
WWE female superstars. Charlotte Flair, daughter of Ric Flair. Oh,
Yep.
jeez. I personally don't like Charlotte Flair that much. I think she's quite overrated.
Quite overrated. I'm happy with that. Now we've got one of my favourite female athletes.
Yeah, she's great. Asuka.
That's it.
Solid.
Solid?
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah,
Yeah.
she can put on a match with anyone. I think she's great.
And last but not least,
We have Becky Lynch, the current Raw Women's Champion. I think, geez, actually, she's a tough one. The impact she's had, she was on the level of Stone Cold back in 2019. She was red hot. Fans were eating her up like just.
Pun unintended.
She's solid. She has to be solid.
Solid?
Well, she could be legend eventually. I think.
Yeah, no. I think, mate. I think this list is schmick. I think we are spot on. What do you think?
I think it's a good list. I'm actually looking at it, and I do feel like there might be a change, but I want to say something. But it's my opinion. Like I said, if we both agree on it, it's fine. If you want to keep it, real good. I would say Rey Mysterio could probably move down one.
Yep. I'm happy with that. No, I'm happy with that.
I feel like the GOAT list is... It's
yeah,
like
it's
the
top.
best of
It
the...
is
It's
top.
the best of the best. Like, most people would know who those guys are.
Yep.
Rey Mysterio is a legend, but greatest of all time... I guess we'll have to see eventually when his career's over, but I think that's a pretty solid list. We've got a nice little curve at the top. Not a whole lot of trash wrestlers.
No, but there are a few, and most of them I do not know who they are.
Yeah, the overrated ones, that's obviously past, the overrated ones, apart from Charlotte and Lex Luger, a bit past our time watching wrestling.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you, Marcus, for helping me out with this tier maker. Couldn't have done it without you, mate.
Thank you for having me. It was very, very fun.
Mate, your knowledge for WWE is next to nothing. No, I'm kidding. It's absolutely, it's absolutely extraordinary.
Thank you. And I appreciate that we both have traumatized events by John Cena.
Yeah. John Cena, if you watch this video, mate, you owe me your photo.
Coming for you.
Yeah, that's it. That's
all
all I can say. Share this video with John Cena. Get him to get in contact with us, both of us. Come to Australia and just take a photo and you can fly home.
Just one photo. We just want one photo.
Yeah,
that's all we
just
want.
Repair my heart. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you drop the video a like, comment if you think we made this tier correct, if there's any disagreements you have. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, subscribe to Marcus. His link for his channel will be in the description, and we'll catch you in the next video.